The EMICS Immediate Care Scheme is a charitable team of volunteer doctors with specialist skills and equipment for treating all manner of out-of-hospital emergencies. Dispatched by the local ambulance service when there is a need for extra skills or specialist care, the doctors cover the whole of the East Midlands and help treat patients in cardiac arrest, serious road traffic incidents or other life-threatening emergencies.
Romeo Delta 3-4 receiving.
Romeo Delta 3-4, thank you. 7-year-old paediatric arrest. Are you available to respond, over?
Thanks, Control. Yes, I'm available. Message received. Can you send it through on the sat-nav, please?
The doctors all come from a similar clinical background. We all have had specialist training and we all work with the ambulance service, giving our time free. In effect, we're all volunteers.
The doctors turn out at all hours, in all weather, 365 days a year. We responded to over 1,500 emergencies last year and we receive no NHS funding. The charity survives on donations from the public.
In the early days, it was hard to get it off the ground. It was hard to become part of that pre-hospital team. Now, we get called at the same time as the other emergency services, police, fire and ambulance. The biggest difference between the EMICS and the air ambulance is they arrive in a helicopter and we arrive in a car. EMICS gets no funding from the NHS at all. All our equipment is paid for out of charitable donations to our scheme. Most people who are involved in an accident, whether they're seriously injured or not, in a flash, their life has been turned upside down.
We were just travelling back, as anybody would be travelling back from a game on a 617, and unfortunately somebody that, uninsured on drugs pulled out in front of us just like that. And it was just a split second and we had a head on at around about 50 mile an hour. She required a brain injury which could have been very, very sad and possibly significantly life-changing, and would have been in a wheelchair for the rest of her life, probably possibly never been able to eat or even walk. She was English indoor rowing champion. She was an incredible athlete. There were some doctors present at the scene that were there very, very quickly, and it was only till afterwards that we found out that that was EMICS. And in turn, without their assistance on that particular night, our daughter wouldn't be alive.
The biggest challenge at the moment faced by EMICS is not persuading doctors to give up their time to respond, but having enough funds to equip them.
She's proved all the consultants and a lot of people wrong that she would get better, and consequently she's now back at school. Without the EMICS there, my daughter wouldn't be alive today, no question. They were able to be fast, quick, knew what to do, and consequently I have a daughter that's alive and wouldn't have had otherwise. So dignity.
We do not want anybody to have a bad day in the East Midlands, but if you do, it is likely the volunteer doctor by your side is from EMICS. The East Midlands Immediate Care Scheme, you may need our help at some point in the future. We need your help now. Please give generously.